anything or everything. If you can record, yeah, I will just record. Oh, I don't record button.
Didn't we change it?
Yeah, no, they're good.
Yeah, be yourself. Oh, hey, Charlie.
I saw today somebody with a hat like yours, but the one was like a classic one. I think one of the guys from Blink also wore it like that with the NBA basketball, so NBA logo in front. It's like the one that you know, or not how to say that, but I'm pretty sure there's like a music video with one of the Blink guys also wearing it. It's not the style.
Yeah, it's a classic.
It looks more like a hat worn backwards.
What must I say? Na 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 na. Alan, reject. Wanting enough square. Yes.
I hope we
Everyone is late today. Late to the
I
party.
spoke to ChatGPT about the fan thing. And that sounds like a classic fan problem. But then he also said the best is to like take it out and clean it out like that. But then he also said maybe just replacing it. Cyan.
So that's why I don't know if you heard my voice not late or whatever.
I did.
I have
sat
somewhere
here.
Allen keys and I'm like,
I sat here and then I saw it.
you're blue again.
I'm blue.
Double debuggy die. Should make this change permanent, but okay.
Double D. How are you, Cyan? How was Sunday's church? Or did you skip?
I don't see Sian skipping.
Me neither.
She seems like a very responsible human.
Hi.
And that it is a big priority. Hi.
Hey, you knew Omar. What?
Umar.
Omar Elver. Umar Elver.
My blue house with my blue window.
Sup, mates?
Yeah. Yes. How do you say
What's
that
up?
name?
Where you guys
Good luck,
from?
user.
All the new people. What's 29? Where are you guys from?
Sup, everybody?
We can elbow each other. I'm
Yeah,
gonna get
COVID.
sick. Charlie's apparently sick. We'll see in a few days if it's true.
Oh, I hope to be better tomorrow.
Never skip church. Are you American?
American.
Yo.
I'm red. You blue. I'm red. You blue.
Yo. You ain't nothing but a hound dog. What's your go-to? We're not American. What's your go-to American sentence? You have to save your family's life and you have to say one sentence. And you have to convince an American. No, wait, that's too much. You have to convince an American.
Mm-hmm.
But yes, I'm actually having a good one. You have to convince like a whatever. No, an American. But if you choose to speak like Southern, then this person is like from New York or. So it's also an American.
Mm-hmm.
So what's your sentence? What are you gonna say?
Just give me 2 seconds. And go through this.
The archive.
Yeah. What would be my go-tos? Let's see. Everybody's offside. I'm red, you blue.
What about what's his name?
for you. Oh, yes, see. I'll do that.
What's the guy's name?
You have the ball.
Wait, I want to
And
think.
here we
I
go
wanna
in
think
the
of-
Chali.
What's the guy's name? I can't think when you do that. Clint Eastwood.
Yes.
What about a Clint Eastwood?
Yeah, he's in the.
You're feeling lucky. That's
Well,
short, and you can also do like an impression. You could do like
yeah,
a.
do the
So
impression.
probably would be like.
But I'm trying to think. Here's my thoughts. I'll tell you my go-to. So I'm
Yeah.
not gonna act it yet, because my family is probably dying. But, so I'm thinking of like I want coffee, but just American, because it's easy. You can exaggerate it once and it's done. Okay, or water, because it's also you can
needs to be
accentuate.
Are you saying just the word water?
Like I would like water, or
Okay.
I want
'Cause
water.
you need to say at least 2 words.
Yeah, it must be some kind of
That's-
sentence. Yeah, I want water. I want
That's
a cup
risky.
of coffee.
It's too risky.
Or I'm
You don't
thinking
know
of
what's gonna
what
come up.
movie. So now it goes into Rocky, where I can do a Philly
That's a
accent,
good.
and I really know Rocky well.
Go to
So-
a movie. I'll also go to a movie.
So I think I'll just quote something, and then you can impersonate, as you said, for a bit.
That's probably the best option. I don't think you should go with a random sentence because it's one of those situations where you think it goes well in
Yeah.
your head, and then you say it.
Okay, let me try the one. I'm gonna test the one. You know,
Okay.
My family's life is not in jeopardy yet.
Go say
Okay.
it.
I would like some coffee.
Oh, no.
A little bit. It's more Boston. You mean what?
That's 50-50.
Wander.
Water.
Never skip church.
Water.
Are you American? Water. Yes,
Water.
exactly. Yeah. Do you want some?
Some
Would you like some water? Would you like some water?
Water.
But it depends on where you are. So it's like Philly. Are you gonna go for Boston?
I'll go with a movie quote. That's one thing. I'm just trying to think what's like a classic. Maybe an Arnold.
You can't. No, but he's not really American.
Yeah, but that's okay, that's probably.
Yeah. Ah! Okay, well done. You're screaming like one of the movie stars, but I can't help you quote Harry Potter either. They're
That's a-
British.
No way. I feel like I'm screwed.
You have to do Forrest Gump.
What
Oh,
is it?
Bubba.
Bubble jump. I'll probably. That's like also a good one. But it's so difficult though, because if you go like for life is like a box of chocolates, I feel like it's so known, and then that American's gonna think,
You just
oh, you just different part that you struggle to say it.
yeah. What's happening? So, but you have to break it in
Do
differently.
you feel lucky, punk?
Yeah.
That's what I also said.
You gotta ask yourself one question. But the do you feel lucky, punk? Do you?
Did you guys watch all of Clint Eastwood movies with?
Fact, a lot. And I have to say, when I was young, now I'm just more shy and reserved and not myself. But I think I did actually a very good Clint Eastwood impression.
That makes sense.
I did watch a lot. I mean, my mom had a poster of Clint Eastwood inside the
No,
house.
no, that wasn't a poster. It wasn't a mere poster.
That's quite
It was
big.
one of those hardboard things.
Yeah, hardboard. And you guys know,
I just wanna make
what do
it
you call
clear.
your DV board? DV board, right? DV
Yeah.
board? Yeah. So it covered that, which is quite, depends I guess on your DV board now, that can be small.
DB
Yes,
board, I think.
Oh, okay.
DV board, DB board.
What does it stand for? And then we know. Direct. Voltage.
Buttons.
Mm-hmm.
It's DB board. But I must also add those posters. I remember my uncle had like motorbikes. But that was his pictures when he was young.
Mm-hmm.
My mom's got a photo of herself also on a thing like that.
Mm.
So I don't know if it. I don't think it necessarily means more. Maybe it does because to get one was a lot more expensive than a poster.
Mm-hmm.
But I also feel like maybe it didn't because that's just in their terms a poster.
Mm-hmm. Might have been.
You know what we're talking about, Sian?
But yeah, so impersonations was of him was fun. But yeah, I don't know. But then you have, if you did like life is like a box of chocolates, you'll have to just remember the words and rearrange it. Like chocolates is life.
Then I feel
I
like
like box.
you're in that same situation of it's gonna sound good in your head. The moment you release it, you're gonna.
Yep. Let's go.
I want to say something now.
What accent would you do to save?
Like British, definitely.
That you would try that to save, like let's say, cuff and link.
To anybody, like if a life is in
danger,
it'd
you
be
would
cool
go.
to
You'll go to British. You'll do
I'm
Harry
trying
Potter
to think
vibes.
because Australian, I feel like they're gonna expect a lot because everybody's gonna say Champagne Barbie, and then if you don't say that well, and like you think you sound good.
You blue, I'm red. Yeah.
So the thing is, if you speak Australian, you need to say a different sentence. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And that, then I feel like I don't know.
I might. I don't know, but I'm not too afraid. You?
Oh, close.
I'm not too afraid to do a Brazilian, just because of all the UFC.
That makes that's like yeah.
And then I'll quote some of their things,
Makes sense.
but I'll sound very aggressive, because that's the only real. When they like cheer and I hear them, Boah! And you're like, okay, I don't even know what I'm saying, but I'm saying it.
Sian, if you say, remember the middle page in the magazine? Middle page.
Ooh, yes.
I want to come back.
Huisgenoot.
I want to come back to the middle page. Just want to talk about the. Oh, wait. My sister and I have many on our wall.
Chali. Hey. Oh.
Are you talking about the middle page? Or are you talking about that hardboard things?
Yeah.
But I want to know what middle pages you had.
Mm-hmm.
That was also the craziest thing, is opening up the middle page and you're like it makes sense to you to have it.
Yeah. It was such a cool thing that a magazine, I don't know which magazine started it. I was like, that's 2 pages together that you can actually tear out without it looking too
I
odd.
honestly think they didn't think about that.
And you just had, but somewhere it had to be 2 different pages, and then one day they had to be like, oh, this can be a fuller picture, like, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it had to. Maybe it was from
I
the
feel
start.
like it was, what happened was they wanted to put a celebrity photo somewhere,
Mm-hmm.
and they're like, what if we each like, oh, what the heck?
Okay.
What if like each month or week or whatever, we put like a celebrity in the middle, big.
Mm.
I think that was more the idea. And some went like this, you can tear it out.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think they went with the tearing out idea.
Like boy bands, actors, etc. You magazine, you Huisgenoot. Obviously, there was some other magazines.
There was
Car magazine even did. All magazines.
My favorite middle poster thing, like because it was like a.
Can I guess?
You can try it.
Nag.
No.
Oh.
It's just a random. Not random, but.
Like maybe they get. Ooh, not bad. Okay, I'll watch.
I only bought PC format.
So I guess it's not that hard.
But. It's because this one came in like a series in a way. So I'm assuming it was close to a World Cup. But then they had the rugby guys. But what they did was, it was like a, I think if you search it on YouTube, you'll probably get it. But there was an ad where they passed the ball to each other and they ran through like a city.
Aye.
And then they hand off like the buildings and they crash into the buildings and it's like
Wild.
because then they were seen obviously as these giants, these
Mhm.
heroes. And then you had a middle post of like one of them, like between the buildings, like. And the next week there's another one, and there's another. So it was so cool. I had like 5 or whatever on mine.
That's very
That was
cool.
fun.
That is very cool.
And then I had a lot of. I had 2 cricket ones, like big. Like the post, and not the. I didn't buy it from that musica
Mm-hmm.
slide thing.
Well,
But I
those
got a
were
big.
cool.
Was it? It must have been a. It was a big one. I got cricket ones. I didn't have goals. It was too weird in our family to
Mm-hmm.
put up goals.
It would be always a little bit double taken odd if you go visit a friend. They had middle pages, and like let's just say appropriate, I guess. But they were like in a bikini or whatever on the wall, and you're like, okay, you're like.
even just like a actress standing like.
Yeah, Avril Lavigne just singing or whatever.
Like you feel like. I guess you see now that you mentioned that. That makes sense to me. Like, well, not a sense to me. Like, I mean, like that.
Is the lightest
I would have
version.
done that.
Yeah.
But if it was like a actress like posing in the dress she was standing in, and not even revealing, but you can see you're putting this poster up not
because
for
you
her.
find she's pretty.
Yeah, not because of her music.
Mm.
I don't know what. I don't think my mom would have said anything. It's just because how we grew up.
Mm.
It was like.
I
She
think-
would have said something was like a bikini, definitely.
Mm.
But not necessarily take it down.
Mm. Just like
My
make
mom
you
was-
aware
my
that
parents
she
was
knows.
very open-minded. No, they were very. I believe my parents was very.
Septic.
This sounds weird now. Like uninvolved in a way
Mm-hmm.
to a certain matter, and then I think they were actually also unsure and maybe just uneducated in a way. So, like somebody convinced my mom, hubbly bubbly is not harmful,
Mm-hmm.
but they really thought so, and then we could smoke when we were like 16. But then we also get to play San Andreas. But we know you can't, when this scene comes up, my mom can't see that.
Mm-hmm.
But she won't question why did we have. She's not like this. What's the rating on this game? Never.
Okay.
That's what I mean with uninvolved.
Mm-hmm.
And
I
you can
think
get away with music
similar.
and.
Don't want to go through the trauma parts, but similar in that way. I think there was not like today's world. There's a lot of education, or maybe too much ideas of what to do, gentle parenting, this style, that style, all about parenting. Well, I think in our era, especially, I feel like they didn't know necessarily what are certain steps or what. And then my mum would just comment like, "Nee man, Justin, kan jy so praat nie?" And you're like, oh, okay. Because he's just like, San Andreas, fuck you. And you're like, oh.
But I know
My
of
mum
people.
got me Eminem, sorry. So as a
But
CD.
see, that's a big. Because I know of a few parents that if the kid wanted a CD, they checked. If it said parental advice, whatever, then they're like, no. And there wasn't that. We just knew my mom couldn't. Her ears, it would be. Yeah.
I remember my sister being obsessed with the band Take That.
Yes, see, and you are. I feel like you are generation.
Like my
Just before us,
brother. Yeah, around about there.
Somewhere, did she say she's 40 or something?
Something
Yeah,
like
I
that.
think we just. So I know Take That,
Yeah,
but
they were older by.
yeah, they wouldn't have been on the poster with us.
Mm.
Us, we're talking Avril Lavigne, Blink 182, Green Day,
Yes, Green Day for sure.
Usher,
But I'm trying to think.
Christina Aguilera, Britney Spears. That's like boy bands. I was like Fall Out Boy. I didn't do Westlife or
Westlife was big.
but I wasn't like all Backstreet.
Backstreet Boys.
I didn't listen to them, but they were also like
But
a
they were
thing.
big in our time. 43, yeah.
And I feel like we just missed. We missed the Jonas Brothers era. Like we were just too old for that.
Yeah.
Like
Maybe
it would
there's
have
an
been
era
frowned
just
upon.
before that as well.
Like my sister liked Hannah Montana,
Mm.
and if I was a girl,
Would be like.
it would have been like I'm a bit too old. I'm a bit too. And it wasn't long after Hannah Montana when Jonas Brothers came out, and
I forget sometimes how old they are. Okay,
yeah.
let's score a goal.
But Jonas Brothers also, I don't know how much you know about their lives, but they just feel like to me they made good. How do I say this? Because I don't want to make my life sound like sad or anything, but I feel like it just looks like painted like Baker. Oh, what the heck? I feel like their life turned out well in a way because they had the success of their band young. Obviously, I don't want to debate if that's good or bad, but that happened for them. And in some way, they were like this: I want to get married. I also want to do this. I want to pursue solo career. Then they split up, and they all did what they wanted, had children, and so they had that life. And then some they're like, let's tour together again, and then they did that. They made like music together again, and
No, his career. How do I say this? I'm interested in, but I don't care. I hope that makes
interested
sense.
in what way?
Uh,
I want to guess. That's what I'm asking.
so.
I'm open.
Just focus here.
For
Tapping. Oh, you're offside.
I wonder if that would have been in though.
That
It
was
was
in.
over.
Oh, it was a goal.
Just not in the mood to get sick.
Well, do you want to play along?
Yeah.
Okay, so let me word it like this. You know when you hear something interesting, maybe in history or whatever.
I'm still gonna get sick. That's all.
But you don't really care about how chocolate is made, but the story sounds quite interesting of this chocolatier. Or
Yeah.
whatever. I don't know how to phrase it perfectly.
Yeah, I get what you.
So there's an artist that I think is doing great things. That I think it's almost let me say it like this.
Artist and musician.
Yeah, musician
Okay.
in this case. But let me use soccer terms.
Okay.
Now, obviously, I am a fan,
Okay.
but it would be of the soccer star.
Oh.
So I'm using soccer as an example, but the artist, the musician, I'm not really a fan of because I'm not affected by it that much. Not a fan, like I dislike you. Feels like I'm making this complicated. But so in soccer terminology, is right now I obviously care. I'm privileged to see, to have seen Lionel Messi and Ronaldo play, and it's close in, but I'm involved in that. But also because I'm a fan of soccer, I want to learn more about Pele, Maradona. But if you're a sort of fan, you don't really care too much about Pele, but you know he was great.
Mm-hmm.
So you're not going to disrespect him, but it's not that you care about him, you just want to know.
Yeah.
And Messi, like, kids are not going to care that much right now. It's going to be Mbappe, like, cool dad, da da da. Even though, Messi was maybe one of the greatest, but I want to see Mbappe play now. Okay. And this is sort of the thing. But with music, it's not necessarily my style. It's not in my era, so I kind of missed it.
So what do you find interesting of this artist?
How amazing this artist is, sort of this artist's longevity. I have to say one of the longest careers I could think of is Eminem. But like how long this person stays relevant and
Jamie, what's up?
so Yeah,
Okay, is this artist like a male or female?
female.
Oh, yeah, it makes more sense. Um, hmm. Was she relevant in our time?
I think that's where we just missed it.
We
Just
just
missed
missed
it.
it because only after us, or
After us, after us.
so she is like. Okay, wait. Let me think. Was she a Disney star?
No, I don't think so. No, don't think so.
After us.
Quite a bit after us, but not too much, if I'm correct of the time. Like some people on 13th floor enjoyed music,
So
but it was obviously the kids that was a year after us, a year or two after us. It was like, oh,
no, you can tell me.
I'm maybe describing this human
Madonna needs to
incorrect.
retire. Madonna.
Mm-hmm.
J Lo.
Yes, J-Lo. She's also a long-lasting career. But it's Taylor Swift.
Oh, Taylor Swift was. I can actually. It depends on who you are. But I was like, this is what happens actually, Charlie, crazy. I had an MP3 player,
Mm-hmm.
and then Dries, one of my friends, said, listen to this album, this chick is flipping good.
Mm-hmm.
And we, in that time, you didn't actually, scouting music was difficult.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So I was like, sure, put it on my MP3 player. Even putting something on an MP3 player was like a thing.
Yeah.
And then we were on our way to the West Coast, and I was like, cool, let me listen to this chick. Charlie, I listened to that first album, that country one.
I don't even remember that well.
And there was like 4 or 5 songs. That's the one with, where she sings about Romeo and Juliet.
Oh. Mm-hmm.
It's a love story, baby, just say. That one.
Yeah, but probably her most famous, I guess.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So that one. Then I listened to like 5 or 6 songs. I was like, these are great songs. I repeated them. I remember taking off the earphones. I'm sitting there thinking, I'm like obsessed with these songs.
Mm-hmm.
But then I felt like, how do you? I can't tell you. Do you know about Taylor Swift? And you're like, oh yeah, I saw like some shorts.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be like, listen to this. You've never heard this before in your life. And you're gonna be like, because if you say no, you haven't heard of. It's gonna be the first time. So it then felt like the secret I had.
Yeah.
But she was probably already also big famous in America.
Mm-hmm.
But I think I just heard of her before like the.
big.
So
The
that's
thing
the
is
weird
she's-
thing. Is like I liked that album, but then it's like you liked like 4 or 5 songs, and then she like faded out. But I can imagine if I was a girl, I would have been like much more invested. And then this is where your thing comes in. Now, if I was like 2 years, 3 years younger, I've been a girl. Hook, line, sinker. I would have been what do you call it? A Swiftie.
But she's still
Nirvana. That's
super
interesting.
relevant now.
The
I was obsessed.
Jamie that just commented, his son. I don't know if Nirvana is his favorite band, but I know he liked Kurt Cobain.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So you smell like Teen Spirit. Anyways, so what's your thing about her?
I just think if there was now a documentary, there is probably, but if I just know about her life, I would want to watch, because I just think, however her career is, because she's still like not a little bit relevant today. She's not faded in the background. She's still one of the main players in music.
I think she's like a top 5.
And I'm just like, you see, it's actually a long career, and it is devout. Like, I know there's fans of many bands, but if I think even the Jonas Brothers, I don't think they actually compare to, because maybe not in longevity, but I'm trying to think when there was that big, like, almost obsession fandom of an artist. Because Katy Perry was there, but there were many Katy Perry fans, but not this.
No, this is
And
something
then
different.
I'm trying to think what was, or in recent times, like as big as her, and that's probably nothing because I think she's one of the biggest, especially like let's say 5 or 10 years ago. Obviously, no competition actually, but because even the Kanye thing that took the mic from her and said no,
His music videos
best
are best.
of all time. He just put her on blast there. Like more people wanted to.
See, Anne is saying that Taylor writes her own music, which she respects. That is what I liked about her. What I like about her is how her music evolves with like almost what's relevant. That's like, that's so weird for me that that you're able to do that. And there's a song that I have on my like liked music playlist of hers. It's like a 10-minute version.
Yes.
So she wrote a song, and then she's got her own version. It's 10
Ah.
minutes long, and I love it because in the song she swears. But I can be mistaken. But when she swears, almost like she like. You know when somebody goes like, you know what, you know this person doesn't swear, and they go like, fuck you. And you're like, you almost feel like, oh.
Yeah.
But you can see the heart because you know this person doesn't swear.
Yeah.
It almost feels like I can hear that in the
song.
because you don't hear it ever in a song, and then she's like, I'm gonna say this in this song. It was like a moment for her. So the whole experience of that 10 minute is like golden for me. I like it. And the music videos are it's really good.
I remember one music video
I've seen so many.
that was like very good and wild, obviously.
Which
then
one
I'm
is
just
that?
like, it's one of the older ones. All I'm gonna say now, she had a horse in that.
I know there's one where they shoot like a movie in a safari kind of.
Maybe it was that.
Oh, there's one where she had in a mansion. Maybe that might be there. That's that. I think it's that lover song.
This is my point. It's no hate, no nothing, but I just never. I don't type in Taylor Swift listen to songs, even though it's probably great. And then I just know like people's she check out.
Oh. Yeah, Taylor Swift. Something I also want to say when you. What you on? Damn it, man. Damn, son.
I think writing your own lyrics in your own song, I think, is cool. It's important. But I think I've almost put that low-key on like a pedestal, like, because I think the one that I used a lot as a reference, which is still hard for me in a weird way to think, but I think Beyonce's all the single ladies, they had like 5 writers or something more again. And it's like, and then you hear Bob Dylan writes like flipping all these songs, and you're like, okay, versus all the single ladies. So there's still a part of me that's like wants to Lebets, but I've also low-key let go of some of that. I guess depends on my own effed up judgment, but if one chef works on my meal or 2 chefs, I don't care as long as it was good. and why not work as a team? That's fun and blah blah blah. So to glorify, oh, but he does it alone or she does it. I'm like, cool. I guess it is like a little, but to take away from some of the others, that's still all the single ladies is such a catchy tune. Great thing, everybody liked it. She made the dance with it that catches everyone. So it's still cool. Like don't.
But there is a part where I feel like if one chef brought you out a steak, I don't know why we're using analogies when we know exactly what to say. But if one chef brings you a steak with like chips,
Mm-hmm.
and then the other plate is also a steak with chips, but they say this was made by 6 chefs.
Mm-hmm.
If there's simplicity like that in the meal, I expect greater things from the.
Mm-hmm. I hear you.
So maybe the catchiness in the tune is greatness. I don't know. But I just expect more. Especially, I guess that's where it comes difficult with pop is you can't expect him to write better than Bob Dylan because they're not going for that.
Yeah.
That's what makes it like, I don't know.
And then I get Lebets by myself sometimes because it's like, Frank Sinatra's and now the
Final
time.
curtain.
Yeah. And you're like, yes, wow, Frank. And he sang it in 2 different versions. So the one when he was young, and then it sounded more like almost like a rebellious song, but then he sang it in his older age, and it had so much more tone to it, so much more depth to it. It changed the song's meaning almost. But he still didn't write it. It was this other guy, Dave Calm.
Sometimes
And
you
then
hear a song and you're like, yo, this is deep. I wonder what he went through to like, you realize it's somebody else. You're like, yo, what life did this guy have that he's like,
Gian Groen. Like that was the coolest little revelation he gave me. Was introducing me to him. Oh wow, this is so cool. And then again, what's
that's the
the lady's
greatest
name?
one I ever gave you.
Hmm?
That's the greatest revelation I ever gave you.
One of the greatest musical.
I want to know where I
revelations
stand with you.
that you gave me. I think it's still a very big revelation. But
Remember that time when I saved your life?
yeah,
And I said, Charlie, just be you.
yeah, and cycle, Chali and cycle.
But I'm glad Gian was more
Part of it.
important to you.
Oh, it
Joking.
saved my life
No,
as an
okay.
artist.
No. I mean,
But that was quite because who's the who's the lady that sang it? Oh, Chippa
Lorica.
Rauch. So amazing. Don't want to take away from her. But then you hear, oh yeah, wrote it.
There's a decent version of Gian and Gordon Zoid.
Oh yeah. It's nice.
But that song is just like so simple that I prefer his version.
What's that other old one? Who made songs as well while it was COVID, sang at his balcony or whatever.
Oh, yeah, Andre de Villiers.
Yeah, also appreciate him.
Yeah, shit, yeah, crazy career. Wild. What's one artist that you, in your little world, so you could be completely wrong, right, doesn't matter.
Okay.
But just, it's not a taste, it's not a,
Yeah.
that you believe is a creative genius.
Eminem.
Oh.
I'm probably super biased.
Okay, somebody
In
else
everything.
there. That just makes too much sense that you would say Eminem. Because he's so good and you like him. So I want somebody else that you like, and I won't think that you would. I guess if you say another one, I'm like, damn it, I would have thought you would say that as well. But
Creative
now
genius.
that Eminem's out of the way, I feel like Okay, now I want to hear what you're gonna say.
I have 2. That's okay, but that means I'm eliminating some of the other might be obviouses like Bob Dylan.
No. If you think he's a creative genius, then
I think. Yeah, but let me go even more here because I think I've got a couple, but I think
but tell me your like 5 if you have.
okay. Let me think for a second or two. So I don't want to also just give it away. We're saying creative genius.
Yes.
Don't want to give it away willy nilly.
I went to Eagles concert in Cape Town. I really enjoyed them. That's so sexy, and and I think you also not, but
Did
I've
you
never.
say that's so 60?
I said that's so sexy, and
Sick. Oh yeah, sexy. 60. Like,
yes,
what's
yeah,
happening?
that's so sexy that she went to a Eagles concert.
Yeah, well, like, that's
There's
why
some
I was like,
things
it
in
can't
life
be
I find
sexy.
sexy. If a woman goes to an
Eagles.
Eagles concert.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't know, let's just do this again. Coding
Um,
overloaded, it's consider turning down video settings. That's what happens there. But I've never been to a concert. Like, I feel like there is probably one, like technically I was at the Cake Net thing, there was people singing. I saw Steve Hofmeyr when I was young, but I'm talking about a proper concert of a big band, famous band.
Me neither. I think
And what
I just saw Dozy.
Nice.
Random but true.
What I would like to do is...
And Freddie Nest was in our house.
In your house?
Yeah, because he was technically part of the family.
What? You know he passed away?
Yeah.
What the heck?
Yes, what a nice car.
It's the double square.
That's cool.
It does make sense though. It does look a bit like your dad. But it's probably from the other side, or what?
No, yeah, it's so my mother's brother, my uncle. He had.
I thought that's a sentence. I'm like, is Freddie Nest your mom's brother?
Yeah,
I was like, what?
6 times
In the
removed
world?
or whatever.
Why would I never have heard of this one?
Have you heard of the Carpet Man?
He's new. He keeps coming up on my feed. I think he's brilliant. You must look for him. He doesn't show his face. He dresses
in color.
I should see if I. But yeah, Freddie Nest.
Okay, Freddie Nest and then the genius. But Freddie Nest. So my mom's brother. He had a wife who I will keep anonymous with 2 kids.
Oh, this guy.
And then they had
Oh, he's dressed like a carpet.
I don't know how long we can keep it there, but
yeah.
Very cool, very cool. But yes, so him and his wife divorced, and then she got married, or involved. I think they actually married with Freddie Nest. And then her kids still came to visit us because they were obviously our cousins and things. And then
kids from your uncle.
Yeah.
And then he
and the wife are with, because it's maybe the wife
and
that
Freddie Nest
is chilling there. Shaman shortly after that he passed. So was it like a long?
Like, I don't want to his death and everything. Like, I'm not disrespecting that or anything. But if there's an artist that you say, he's like, you know what I mean?
I hear you.
He's like not.
Yeah.
Like if you say like Kurt Dan, I'll be like, that's random cool.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of people. There's a lot also. I feel like it's like, but it's still so weird that you like. He was in your house.
That's so strange.
In our house was Nicholas Lowe.
That's a big one.
I'm saying house, but it is actually a house, but it's a guest house. Dozy.
Remember some of the photos.
Was it Kurt
Steve?
Naden? I don't know about Steve. There's photos of Steve, but I don't think he. But anyways, creative genius.
Ren.
Oh, okay.
I think
Like,
he is.
Jack Sparrow, yes, you see,
Hey, see, yeah.
You know, Sian, something about Jack Sparrow. I've told you this before.
Mhm.
That I appreciate a lot. And this is actually coming from like a throwing a bit of religion in there. Is that Jack Sparrow says who he is on stage, which is most wild, and
Mm.
he's exactly that in person. He's in person, he's on stage, and that's something that like bothers me. If like I take my not my hat off, more like
No, 'cause
I
it's very.
appreciate if somebody it's just like they are just who they are,
Mhm.
and let's say they swear, they talk like, but then I feel like I know where I am with them.
Mhm.
And obviously with Christians and most people,
Yeah.
you just don't get that.
You're not really sure.
And I love it if a Christian comes and say like, a lot of times I doubt that God exists. I feel like I love that.
Yeah, because we're on the
Just
same page then.
yeah, because then you feel
Basically.
like they're just being
Mhm.
honest. And I think we're very scared to mention stuff like that. And then
Mhm.
you can't like grow or learn or.
Mhm.
They sang Dolphins Cry. I don't know that song.
The band live, they sang Dolphins. Yeah, don't know it.
But Jack Sparrow must be quite fun to watch.
I have to say, Jack Sparrow.
Did I show you that
What?
music video where he's with Blitzen and he like features in his song? But then the
Long
girls
ago.
like dance and then they make way and it's just like, it's so perfect, him. But he comes in like in a four-wheeler, but the four-wheeler's like probably in like first gear. So it moves like automatically.
Mm.
Oh, why it puts a small quad, why it's like coming in. He comes in that thing rapping. I'm like, this is so good. It's so good. And the stuff he says, I think I showed you that one where he says, okay, I want to say it now on the stream. I'll show you afterwards. But the stuff he says, the way he enters, I'm just like, this is so good. Not that I listen to it, but
There's so many. Well, if I say so many, maybe 2 or 3 with my friends, and they're all on the same circle, so it's also a bit of a cheap statement because they're always chill. But Edwin, that kind of crowd, said they chilled with Jack Sparrow, and I'm like, okay, and there's photos and everything, and he literally just sits then after the bar, by the bar with them. It's not like I'm a celeb. So people do come and he does do the photo and he talks shit, but he just chills then by the bar with them. He's just, like,
I've seen a lot of like people always chilling with him like that.
it's
That's
like,
just cool.
it is very cool.
Creative geniuses.
For me, definitely Rain.
Oh yeah, you mentioned that.
I want to say Bob Dylan. For me, I think my only place where I can put creative genius, especially when we talk about music, I guess you can go into sport and say Messi is basically with the ball the way he planned, and that gets technical, I guess. But
I made Charlize Theron once.
yes, that's
Okay, I
a
want to
cool
know
story.
where. Tell us a bit
Yes.
about that story. And then I want to ask you something, Sian. Were you a bit like wild when you were like, yeah, I'm talking about like,
Yeah, Bicky Volt.
you know when you are, but like I wouldn't consider myself wild. I was younger. I don't know if you were a
I was
bit
stupid,
wild.
but I wasn't wild.
Those are my two things. Where did you meet her and then that one. But yeah.
So anyways, just with music, Bob Dylan, Rain, and then I actually think underrated. I think is maybe creative genius, just touching it like this, because I can't actually rate genius, but is Ben Howard, because some of his lyrics I'm like, okay, what are you doing? So the music is a little bit, I was wild.
You don't have to feel embarrassed about it. So I'm just seeing this face. I just got this, when you mention stuff like,
Yeah.
I feel like, I worked in a very upmarket bikini shop on Camps Bay. A lot of celebrities would come in.
Yes, yeah.
You know,
Wait,
she worked. We went to Camps Bay once as the bare feet,
Mm-hmm.
and somebody didn't have a swimsuit.
Mm-hmm.
Then we went to one of those shops, and then she was looking around, and then Charlie the prices. But it wasn't like I wouldn't consider it upmarket. It was just
Name
like a
brand. Name brand.
yeah, like Billabong and
Mm.
Roxy, and but I was so shocked with what I'm seeing.
Yeah, and you
Like, I
walking
think, like-
there with Mr. Price board shorts or whatever.
I think it was like, if I'm not mistaken, like it was like 600 to 800 rand for like a piece.
Today.
So it's either a bottom piece
Yeah.
for women or a top piece for women. And then you're like, okay, but you gotta get one or two, like the both pieces.
Yeah.
Then I'm like, yeah. I met Blake. That's sick. That's probably the coolest one I've
That
seen.
is, that's a big name for a name drop.
Yeah.
I wonder who's the biggest.
I always wonder if Blake is like, if I see interviews with her and movies, she's either like super nice, or I get the vibe that she's like, she can be like, just that nasty.
Yeah. I don't know.
But I can't say.
Mm-hmm. That makes me.
I can't place
feel
it.
like that danger. But obviously we don't know. The most famous person I ever met, which I think is quite a big one, but met
I
is
know.
quite difficult
I know.
because
you're
I
gonna
did
say.
sort of have a handshake.
No, I wanna hear. I know what you're gonna say. Arnold.
Yeah.
Wait, what's
That's
this
right.
sort of handshake thing?
Because he was walking and
Yeah.
people took photos and you
Yeah.
could go, and then I had him there and he was like shaking hand, but I don't know if he.
See,
Yeah.
this happened. Oh,
That's kind of cool.
that's. I'll count that as mate.
So it was like,
Maybe
hi.
that's for
And I
him.
was there. And he went like,
And he went like this.
yeah, and
Chali.
there's 2 or 3 behind me, or in front of me.
How was his hands? Like, big? Or is he big?
Yeah,
I mean, like,
reasonably.
Don't like.
Yeah, I think he's close to your height.
Right.
If I guess. This
His
is
hands
really
were-
hard because not like exceptionally. I think the moment was very quick and he just walked past. The coolest was he sat actually by our fights close by. So then he was there and you looked a little bit at the fights. I wasn't fighting at that time. And then he was looking at the others.
So
that
just
was
standing
kinda
like
cool.
this. Oh, there he goes again.
Yeah, wow!
That's so him.
Yeah.
She was super sweet.
Mhm.
And how did you have like a?
Also bikini. Maybe for that shoot. Wasn't she in a movie?
She probably was in a movie. I was in South Africa. Was it like a few sentences, or was it like? I want to know this. I want to see this interaction in my mind. I haven't met my most famous person actually. When I actually got his autograph, but he wasn't big, but now he's big. That's what I'll say afterwards.
That's a big one.
But he wasn't big back then. He was just a rugby player then.
Mm.
And then now if people say you met Rassi, you're like, shit. Like,
That's a big one. Especially for South Africa. That competes with many international celebrities actually.
she came in for a sun hat. It's so cool for me that you know what she came in for. Obviously it makes sense. But I love that. It's just like, it's so, yeah, the memory is like solid. I've got 2 creative geniuses, I believe. But the one I'm twisting it a bit, but you'll hear now. The one is Jack White from the White Stripes.
Okay.
Just from what I've seen interviews and his music, I'm like, so. And then this one is more music videos.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know his songs that well, but is that Matthew? I don't know how you pronounce it, like Healy or Haley or from 1975.
Oh yeah.
The music, the music videos are insane for me.
Someone that I think is an honorable mention is what's that rapper's name? Eminem.
From where? America?
Yeah, America. I'll tell you now a side story of him. You also kind of
Logic?
no, you kind of liked his one music video, even though it was a bit tanned old.
Oh no, wait,
Not
it's not a rough rapper, is
Kendrick.
he?
Reasonable, rough, yeah,
Because
like
he's had,
proper
because there is that, was it?
Kendrick Lamar.
Is it
I
him?
think it's him, yeah. Because his music
Where he said
videos
that
are.
he had that sit down, be humble,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
his song is bad.
yeah, 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 yeah.
But the music video was sick.
Is insane.
Yeah.
So, fast forward his career, he went to go sit down with Eckhart Tolle.
Who's that?
It's this spiritual author that is an amazing book, but the one is, I think it's literally called Now, but it's to be in the present. But it's a very big, like, I'll put him up with many other authors about like Paulo Coelho, but more actually to the point. The Power of Now. He wrote The Power of Now,
Something
and
like
then A New Earth. But his big thing is just be present now. But he looks like a weird little, I have to say, like a characterization of a German small, like, it's a very scrawny small guy, but anyways, but then he hoys you with wisdom. Like, and every time you think, okay, I know what you're going to say, he digs deeper, and that's always a little bit scary for me. But he spoke to Kendrick, or Kendrick came in contact with him and said, I love your books. Can I make some songs of your work? And then he said, let's talk. And then he spoke to him, and he's like, felt very calm, very down to earth, and he made like some songs. I still have to go listen to the exact song and blah blah blah, but it was an interesting side story.
That's
so
cool.
If it's genius, I do not know, but that I know the video work was like great.
Another honourable mention, I'd say, is Avicii. But I don't know if, I guess this is now debatable, but I've watched both those documentaries of him, and then you realize the time he sat with those programs, the amount of songs he mixed and did, I honestly feel he entered a level of, what do you call it, mastering or whatever, that he became good. Like the bass or...
But I think that is part of genius, is insanity.
But that's where I don't know if it's... Because then you get people that's got like a knack for it. But then there's also a question, like you hear what they did and you're like, oh, they actually put in, let's say, 5,000 hours. So you're like, what would they have been if they put in 10,000 hours? But then Avicii, I feel like, put in 40,000 hours. And like, so I feel like he was just so good. Like you hear a song, like, I know what to do with this song. And he did it and people loved it. But then you wonder now, but is he good? Or is he just so rehearsed?
Obsessed and...
He knows all the little sounds, all the little... But I almost want to scratch everything and say for what he... It was just the sickest thing to think at weddings. And even now, if you play one of his top 3-4 songs, people will be like this. They'll run up stage and be like... And
he knew how to make people dance.
It's the weirdest thing, actually. I wonder, it's so... You just wish you could make more music, just to see what will happen.
Yeah. But the pressure of that world, hey!
So wake me up.
Still want to watch that other doc. Let's finish this match and then...
I think we should say bye and then finish the match.
Peace and love, everyone. See ya.
I think it's just
you and Blake Lively.
We watched that Accepted the other day.
One of our movies.
Yeah, she's like a side, what do you call it, a supporting
cast. Okay.
I'm pretty sure I've showed it to you when we stay together. I feel like I must have, but it's that one where he doesn't get into the university, then he makes his own university.
Oh yeah.
And then they go further and further and further. Yeah, but yeah, I saw her recently. I saw her.
Peace and love.
Bye, Sia, and see you tomorrow again. Thanks for popping in. Love sharing stories with you. Hopefully I can meet somebody more famous than you did. Cheers.